Hello, everyone, and welcome to Metta Meditation. The message for tonight's session is allow yourself to make mistakes. Now, this message is based on Ajahn Brahm's book, Opening Up to Kindfulness. Please get a copy of the book at the BGF Center if you like the content that I'm sharing with you. Ajahn Brahm will also be in town this weekend in order to lead a BGF retreat at Wisdom Park. Now, because of a place limitation, there will only be seats for those who have applied and been accepted into the retreat. No walk-in guests will be entertained. But however, after the retreat, Ajahn Brahm will give an evening talk on Saturday night, Saturday 28th of December. And then he will also give a question and answer session, a morning talk on Sunday 29th December before he flies out of KL. So both talks are going to be hosted at the BGF Center, and you're perfectly welcome to come with your friends. Now, last week I mentioned that Ajahn Brahm has compared compassion or spreading compassion with the wildfires, because you only need a little spark to get them going. You know, in Australia where Ajahn Brahm is, bushfire is a common occurrence. So you have used bushfires and wildfires as an analogy. It's like a bushfire. Once you have given a spark, you have lighted it up, it begins to spread. And in the same manner, compassion is like that. Once you have lit it, kindness will spread throughout society like wildfires. Ajahn also says that when we understand karma, it means that we realize that karma means making things happen. Making things happen. So you do not delay acting like making things happen tomorrow or next week. You make it happen now. When you understand the power of now, and you realize that this is the time to transform, this is the time to let go, this is the time that you are free. And that would mean that you will have walked out of the jail of the past. If you act now, you get yourself out of the jail of the past, looking back, and you become free forever. So why don't you get out of your jail right now by acting now and not delaying your action into some future period? Ajahn says that when you learn how to do this, your future gets happier and happier. When a problem comes or whatever happens in your life, instead of saying that, well, there's something wrong or getting negative, please think, wow, this is great, let us learn from it. So you look at every occurrence as an opportunity for learning. You don't get into a negative state of mind. Another issue is like making mistakes. Now, how many of us have never made a mistake before? Obviously not. Everybody makes mistakes. Now, what happens when you make mistakes? Do you feel embarrassed? No, you shouldn't. You are just a human being. Isn't it great that we are allowed to make mistakes? You allow yourself to make mistakes, because this thinking takes away a lot of guilt. And more importantly, fear. Out in the world, if you make a mistake, you're going to be told off, or maybe you can even lose a job. But at the Bodhinyana monastery where Ajahn Brahm lives, this is about 1 hour's drive from Perth. When people make a mistake, they say, well done, you're a human being. So they welcome people to make mistakes. Ajahn says that the thing that he's most proud of about the monastery is that people feel welcome. Now, you don't have to be perfect. You don't have to sit in a correct posture. If you do not want to bow, you don't have to bow. And you don't have to feel guilty about that. Now, at one time, the Buddhist Society of Western Australia has a city center in Perth, all right? In the center of Perth, you would have a Buddhist center. It is called Dharmaloka. So Ajahn was giving a talk in Dhammaloka, and there is one lady sitting in a corner, and she fell asleep during Ajahn talk. And if that's not bad enough, she started snoring, and everybody was looking in her direction. Now, was that something wrong with that? No. The mistake was when somebody tried to wake her up. Then he told them afterwards that what the woman have mentioned to Ajahn. She says that she's one of those unfortunate victims of domestic abuse. And she's so afraid and so tense in the house that she was not sleeping well. So here at Dhammaloka is the first place in weeks that she felt safe. It is the atmosphere created that is more important than all the talks that are given. She felt so safe that she could lie down and actually fall asleep. And Ajahn thought, wow, what a great achievement of the Buddhist Society of Australia. We could give the feeling of safety and kindness, so much so that she could actually fall asleep. All right, so this is the way we should look at things. When errors or mistakes are made, we look at really the positive side. And so instead of feeling guilty, we allow ourselves to make mistakes. Sometimes you make mistakes and you have been told off, okay? You think, what did I do wrong? I just made an error, I just made a slip. But wouldn't it be nice to be accepted and loved and to know that there's nothing wrong about making a mistake? So number one, we do not hide our mistakes. We face up to them and learn from them. The psychology of this attitude is people actually make fewer mistakes when they allow the mistakes to happen. When you feel terrified of making mistakes, and they say that it's like walking on eggshells, so you feel so afraid, so terrified, you're not relaxed. You can't perform to your highest level, and that is when you make all the mistakes. You make so many mistakes. So just allow yourself to make mistakes. There's nothing wrong making mistakes because you're a human being. If you're going out with someone else, please tell your partner that they're allowed to make mistakes. Tell them from the beginning so that they can feel relaxed. And when they are relaxed and be themselves, in fact, you have a much better time together. And when you get married, tell your partner, darling, you're allowed to make mistakes. Trust that people are trying to do their best, and most people are like that. Ajahn says that getting angry, getting guilty, blaming, these are all bad karma. Okay? And when we have an attitude of accepting, of embracing, of compassion, of learning, this is good karma. All right, so getting angry, feeling guilty, blaming others is bad karma. It is an action that you perform which is negative. On the other hand, if you are more accepting, you are more embracing, you have compassion, that is good karma. So you don't need faith in this. You just try it out for yourself. Always remember that it is not what you're experiencing, no matter whether it is a problem or happiness. It is how you're experiencing the source of karma. It is how, not what. Not what you're experiencing, but how you're experiencing it. And the way you act, that is where karma gets activated. Okay? It is not what you're experiencing, it is how you're experiencing, and you may not even have a control over what you're experiencing or what is happening to you. But you can control how you're dealing with the experience and how you're reacting to that. That you have control. Now, suppose unfortunately you're going through a divorce. Well, that is actually part of life. It happens. How do you react to this? With anger? With guilt? No, this is part of life. So please learn from it, grow from it, and become a better person. Going through a problem in life, or even like experiencing cancer or undergoing a divorce, is not bad karma. But if you really get into grief about it, you go into denial, into anger, you look for someone to blame, now that is bad karma. So karma is the way you relate to life. Guilt, anger, denial, blaming, these are all bad karma, and the cause of most of this misery in our life. When people think something is bad, they are afraid. And that is why they often get into denial when somebody they love is close to death, or when they themselves have developed a fatal tumor. They will say, why me? Why me? That's actually what they say, isn't it? If you don't understand the law of karma. Ajahn says karma is happening right now. So you are making your future now by the attitude that you have towards what is happening in life. Good karma is when you say, how can I learn from it? And then what is happening right now. There is a Chinese saying, it is better to light a candle than to curse the darkness. So that nicely captures the meaning of this evening's message. It's better to light a candle, something positive, rather than say, oh, why is there darkness? You blame the darkness. So whenever you want to complain about something in life, whether it is your partner or your job, instead of complaining, please light a candle. Right? And there are always many candles to light. There's always something positive you can do. Sometimes it is just to embrace and to learn from that experience. So don't be afraid of making mistakes. Allow yourself to make mistakes. Embrace it and learn from it. Okay? All right, so that is the message for tonight. And we shall now proceed on to the practice of Metta. And thank you for coming to join us with Metta every week. Actually, this Metta session, which I did face-to-face, started in 1997. So this is running for 27 years. Every Wednesday, we'll have a Metta session. And with the exception that sometimes towards the end of the year, we take a little break, like Christmas. And we're going to take a break next week. Or maybe like Chinese New Year, because everybody is in the festivity season, festivity mood. And that's not the time that they want to do Metta. So we took a break. But other than that, it is on every Wednesday since 1997. Isn't that amazing? And of course, at that time, we had our Metta at the BGF Center face-to-face. But as a result of the pandemic, I started going online. And now the sessions are in online. The advantage is that we can actually reach out to more people. So you don't have to go to the traffic to get to the BGF Center and then find your way back, because that would take a while back and forth. Now you can do it in the comfort of your home, in front of your device, whether it is a handphone or a laptop, and you can do Metta together. All right. Now, the practice of Metta, the underlying principle always remains the same. It is based on the sincere wish for the well-being of all sentient beings. And so in the practice of Metta, first of all, try to free yourself from feelings of hostility or negative emotions. Put aside negative emotions. For instance, like anger, enmity, hatred, grudges. These are not helpful states for you when you want to do Metta. Okay? And even when you're angry with yourself, like for instance, you have made a mistake, you feel angry with yourself, put aside that anger. Yeah. Because sometimes we get frustrated, we are not able to progress like the others. And so there's a subtle anger towards ourselves, not only towards others, but towards ourselves. Feeling of remorse. And if you put it aside, then at least you enjoy some kind of emotional happiness. The second thing is to free your mind from fear, from worries and anxieties, like thinking about what's going to happen, or maybe tomorrow, or some assignments that you have. So just let that go in order for you to practice Metta. Let go the baggage and the burden, right, that you carry with yourself mentally. And when you let go of fear, worries, and anxieties, you get a great sense of relief, and that brings you mental happiness. And also for us to enjoy physical happiness, having good health is a great blessing, all right? And we make 4 wishes. These wishes, you can recite it like a formula. For those who are quite familiar with this method of metta, reciting the 4 wishes will probably not be an issue. But if you're just starting out on a metta for the first time, you might find that, well, that's quite a bit of words to say, and you cannot remember which is which. So if that is the case, if you happen to fall into that category, it is okay to just stick to one wish. For instance, you could say, may I be well, may I be happy, may I be peaceful. And you keep reciting that wish. And that is also okay for you to practice metta. So we begin wishing metta first for ourselves, and then in order to make ourselves peaceful and calm, and which becomes the basis for us to send out wishes to others. We use the 4 wishes of metta we send to others. And first, in our practice this evening, we send to people who are close to us, people to whom it's quite natural for us to feel love and kindness to them. But later on, we need to move, by extension, we move the metta to other beings, even beings that are not connected with us, neutral beings. And eventually, as your metta begin to develop much better, then you can even send loving kindness to people who are not friendly to you. Maybe sometimes even to your enemies, you can actually send loving kindness to them. Understanding that all beings would like to have happiness like the way you do. They want to have happiness free from troubles, yeah, free from ill health. Whether you like them or not, it is actually that is more like a personal feeling. But over and above that, you understand that as a being, as a living being, they still have the same needs as you. They still want to be happy and safe. And when you begin to practice metta, you begin to train yourself for happiness. So, like Tan Chat Meng, who wrote the book Search Within Yourself, he says that happiness is highly trainable, and that's correct. You can train yourself to be happy. It doesn't have to be some kind of mysterious mental state. By practicing metta, you learn how to generate peace and happiness within yourself. Isn't that wonderful? Whereas we do a lot of things to try to get happiness from outside. And very often we get frustrated because we are not successful in getting the happiness. But when you practice metta, just sitting somewhere quietly, you can learn how to generate happiness and peace within yourself. Okay, so happiness is highly trainable. And what about your posture? Well, metta meditation, you can sit on a chair, that's okay. Or you can sit on the floor cross-legged, which is also okay. But if you do sit on a chair, make sure that the chair is not so soft and comfortable that you sink into the chair and you fall asleep. Now, we do not want that to happen, okay? All right, so if you're ready, I will just ring the bell and we watch our breath, take some deep breath, because when you take a deep breath, it teaches you how to relax and you sink into the relaxation of your breath. And then we move on to the practice of the inner smile, return back to watching the breath again, and then proceed on to the practice of the 4 wishes, making the 4 wishes practice of metta. It is important to relax yourself and breathe in deeply. Slow down your breath. And as you do, you have a sense of calmness. Also bring a sense of contentment to your mind, because there's really nothing else that you require right now except to dedicate yourself to the practice of loving kindness. by slowing your breath, it's an excellent way of bringing calmness to yourself. Now we proceed to the practice of the inner smile. This is a traditional meditation method in order to enhance health and a feeling of well-being. So bring up your inner smile. Inner smile is connected with the radiation of peace, happiness, friendliness, and relaxation. Now let us put our attention to the top of the head, the crown. You might even be able to feel some sensations at the top of your head. Can you feel the top of your head right now? Let the smiling energy accumulate there. Let the smile take place on your crown of your head. Is your crown smiling? And now be aware of your forehead. Can you feel the sensations in your forehead? Yep. Bring a smile to your forehead. Let your forehead smile. And now be aware of the spot between your eyebrows. Let your smiling energy accumulate at the spot. Can you feel the spot? Can you feel it smiling? Now just being aware of your face, bringing a smile to your face and down your neck. Put a smile on your neck. At the base of your neck is your thyroid gland, smiling at your thyroid gland. May you be well and enjoying good health. Now just be aware on the upper part of your chest area. And just be aware of your heart. Can you be aware of your heart? Can you open up your heart, relax the heart, let go of the tension stored in your heart, and let it open up with love and kindness. Put a big smile in your heart. And now to the back of your body, behind your heart, back body. Putting a smile there. A smile your lungs. Bring a smile to your lungs. And now your solar plexus. Solar plexus is at the breastbone, just below your breastbone. It's the nerve center where negative emotions are most acutely felt at this spot of your solar plexus. Relax your solar plexus, and instead of negative emotions, bring positive emotions. Open up your solar plexus, make it relax. And when your solar plexus relaxes, the other organs close to your solar plexus also enjoy the relaxation and peace. Now on the left side of your body is your liver. Can you put a smile on your liver? A liver helps your body to clear toxic substances So soften your liver with a smile and with a wish that may the liver be healthy. Now moving on to the back of your body will be your kidneys on both sides of your spinal cord. Direct your smile to our kidneys that filters the blood and remove waste. May your kidneys be healthy. Now to the left side of your body, that's where your spleen is. The spleen fights germs in the blood. It controls the blood cells, and it also filters the blood. A blessing to your spleen, a smile for your spleen. Just below your spleen is the pancreas. Your pancreas also rests against the stomach. It helps to convert your sugar into energy. Smile at your pancreas, thanking the pancreas for the work to keep you well. Now send your smile to your stomach and intestines. These organs work with other organs in order to help you absorb nutrition from your food. Smile for your stomach and intestines. Now the urinary system. Send the smiling energy into your urinary tract and your bladder. And for the males, smiling at your prostate gland, females at the ovaries and uterus. So enjoy the relaxation of your body and the good feelings that you have radiated to all your vital organs. Now let us return back to the breath, and this time we try to sharpen our awareness. Just position our attention either at the nostril or where your breath is most prominent. And just be aware of your breath as it moves in and out. The breath moves automatically. It doesn't need your intervention. Do not force your breath. Just watch the breath as it moves. Like the way that you watch the waves come and go. When you're seated at the beach, watching the waves come and go. In the same manner, you just watch your breath. And in order to sharpen your awareness, you might just like to count as when you breathe in and out, that's 1, in and out, that's 2, and you count up to number 10 and return back to number 1. Just try to keep your mindfulness in your breath in a relaxed fashion. If your mind strays to some other object, which is quite natural, gently just be aware, my mind has already drifted, and just bring it back to the breath again. So you keep on doing this. Later on, as you become better, you can actually begin to watch your breath for a few cycles without the mind wandering away. Okay, so let us watch the breath, and this is the way we can sharpen our mindfulness. And breathe in another manner. As you breathe in, you calm yourself, and as you breathe out, you smile into your heart and relax. Now let us proceed to the practice of loving kindness. We send 4 wishes of loving kindness first to ourselves. First wish, may my heart be peaceful and free. May my heart be peaceful and free. Making a sincere wish of a peaceful heart, a free heart. May my heart be peaceful and free. May my mind be happy. Just relax as you say these wishes, almost like whispering to yourself. Think about being contented and complete. No more running after something or having a sense of deprivation. May my mind be happy. Are you smiling? As you say, may my mind be happy. Now a wish for your body. May my body be healthy. May I be well and happy. May I be well and happy. May my heart be peaceful and free. May my mind be happy. May my body be healthy. May I be well and happy. Now you can continue sending loving kindness to yourself when you are on your own. But for this evening, let's proceed on, sending thoughts of love and kindness to our benefactors. First group of people, our benefactors, those who have given us so much in terms of knowledge, love, their kindness, their sacrifice, and which have made us into what we are right now. And we feel indebted to them. So here we can think of our parents. Think about the kindness of your parents, the sacrifice they have made, your grandparents, your teachers, who are a body of knowledge, especially your Dharma teachers. And we'll send our thoughts of loving kindness, our wishes of loving kindness to them. So you just imagine that they're right in front of you. Like if you're sending loving kindness to your mother, just think that she's just seated in front of you and she's in a good mood, and you say to her, "Mother, thinking about her qualities and her love for you. Mother, may your heart be peaceful and free. May your mind be happy. May your body be healthy. May you be well and happy. And so you make this wish with the kindness, with the love and kindness. And you could feel that your mother is also feeling happy to receive your wishes, good wishes. In the same manner, you send your metta wishes to your father, to your grandparents. If you have guardians who looked after you when you were young, send your loving kindness to your guardians and to your teachers, especially the Dharma teachers. All right, so just making use of the four wishes, we send to this group of benefactors our parents, our grandparents, our guardians, and our teachers. Now you send your loving wishes to your immediate family members, your spouse, your children, your grandparent, your grandchildren. If you don't have immediate family of your own, then to your siblings, brothers and sisters. If you have nephews, to your nephews and nieces. Or making use of the wishes of metta, bring them to your mind one by one as you make wishes of love and kindness to them. All right? So let us now send our loving thoughts, loving wishes to our immediate family members. Now let us imagine that the beings of this world are gathered around us, and they have all assumed a human form. So they are beings in every direction. Let us now send our wishes of love and kindness to all beings in the forward direction. All beings in the forward direction, may your heart be peaceful and free. May your mind be happy. May your body be healthy. May you be well and happy. Your loving wishes to all the beings in the rightward direction, to all the beings in the rightward direction. May your heart be peaceful and free. May your mind be happy. May your body be healthy. May you be well and happy. All the beings in the backward direction. Beings in the leftward direction. All the beings in the downward direction. And all the beings in the upward direction. And invoking blessings from the Triple Gem. Bhavatu sabba mangalang rakhantu sabba devata sabba buddhanubhavena sadasoti bhavantu te. Bhavatu sabba mangalang rakhantu sabba devata sabba dhammanubhavena sadasoti bhavantu te. Bhavatu sabba mangalang rakhantu sabba devata sabba sanghanubhavena sadasoti bhavantu te. And in the quietness of our mind, let us observe the calmness, and we send out wholesome thoughts, sharing our merits with the devas, with our guardian deities and protectors. May they rejoice in these merits and continue to guide and protect ourselves and our loved ones. May they give blessings to the members and the supporters, the EXCO members of BGF. Etavatacha ammehi sampadam punya sampadam sabbe deva sabbe satta sabbe bhuta anumodantu sabba sampati siddhya. Let us now, with this merits that we have accumulated, transfer them to our departed relatives and friends. May these merits have to bring them relief and happiness wherever they are. Tonight we will also like to transfer merits to the late Cheng Eugene, who is the brother to Brother Ju Sing from JB. The late Eugene passed away at the age of 71. He had been a good practicing Buddhist, led a healthy lifestyle, practiced right livelihood and compassion. We pray for a swift rebirth for him to a happy state of existence. Edang me nyatinang hotu, sukita hontu nyatayo. Edang me nyatinang hotu, sukita hontu nyatayo. Edang me nyatinang hotu, sukita hontu nyatayo. Let us make some aspirations by the grace of these merits that we feel accumulated. May we not follow the way of the foolish. May we be blessed with wise friends and skillful teachers. May we remain on the path of Dharma wherever we are, and may we one day achieve the highest bliss of Nibbana. Emena Ponya Kamena Mame Bala Samagamo Satang Samagamo Hotu Yapa Nibbana Patiya.